Guys, I wanted to do a comparison video for you today on the Jujube Be All versus the Jujube Better Be. The Be All that I have is on the left and it's in the sea glass print, and the Better Be on the right is in the perfect paisley. The Be All was the original style of messenger bag offered by Jujube, and it has since been revamped. Some of the features were changed based on customer complaints and different things like that, and they revamped it into the Better Be. So they're still both messenger style structured bags, but the layout's a little bit different. So I wanted to go over that in case you didn't know any of the differences in the features. I'm not going to compare the capacity of the two bags because they're identical. The layout is just a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Both bags on the outside are fairly similar. They do have the flap in front that has a magnetic closure. The magnet on the Be Alls I find to be quite a bit stronger than the Better Bees, and I prefer that. It is sometimes hard to get the Better Be magnet to line up correctly enough to stick, whereas the Be All, you have a lot more leeway with it sticking. It doesn't have to be right on. It has a little bit stronger of a grasp. They both have change pad pockets in the back with memory foam change pads, and they each have a bottle pocket on either side. And I love the bottle pockets on Better Bees and Be Alls. They are my favorite bottle pockets on any Jujube bag. They're really wide, really deep. They're nice and thick and cushy, and they stretch. They can fit a wide variety of bottles and just other things. I generally don't even carry bottles in mine. I like to carry other stuff, but they give you a lot more options of things that you can fit in them. These are both messenger style bags, obviously, so they do have messenger straps. However, they differ greatly. The Be All doesn't have swivel clips here, so it's kind of stuck in this position, whereas the Better Bees, they altered to have these little clips and the swivels, so you could even change out the strap if you wanted to put on like a seatbelt strap or something different. You have that option. You could do that on the Be Alls. It's just going to be a little bit more of an inconvenience, but not a big deal. The Be Alls have these little D-rings on either side to put your stroller clips on, which are pretty nice. On the Better Be, you can just clip them right to the same spot. I do kind of prefer the little D-rings that the Be All has, just because they're more centered and it's a little bit easier, in my opinion, to use, but it's not a huge deal. The main difference that makes that's a big deal for me is the strap width. The Be Alls have a really, really wide strap, probably too wide for most people. There is a noticeable difference in width, and I really like that. I find that the wide strap helps distribute the weight a little more evenly. If your bag's a little bit fuller, and even if it's not, I just find it more comfortable, and it fits better on me. I have a really, really bad back, so comfort when carrying a bag is super important to me. They both have, the padded shoulder pad here with the memory foam. Obviously the one in the Be All is bigger because it has a bigger strap, but I think that helps as well distribute the weight a little more evenly than with this narrow one. Most people, I don't think, mind it, but if you do have back problems like I do, that's something to consider. There's also an added little D-ring here on the Be Alls, which the Better Be doesn't have, and that's good for like clipping keys or a passy pod or anything, so just a nice little extra feature. The other thing, back to the swivel clips. Most people tend to love the swivel clips. It's supposed to help prevent the strap from getting twisted and that sort of thing. I find, I don't know what I do, but the strap tends to get more twisted on bags I use that have the clips. I actually prefer them not to have the swivel clips. I find it's easier for me. I don't know if I'm just weird or different than most people, but I like them, my strap more stationary. It just works better for me. That's a completely individual thing. If you like swivel clips or that option, you probably want the Better Be. But I really, really, really love the straps on the Be Alls. I think they're amazing. So moving on to the flat pocket on the Better Be, there is nothing, and it is literally sort of a decorative flap one one giant pocket. There's, in my opinion, no point in putting anything in there because there is no structure or organization in it, so it's just going to fly all around in there and be really annoying when you move the flap to flip it open. Whereas the All, and lots of people complained about this, but I don't mind it. This was intended to be the mommy pocket, and there's like, you know, a little sunglass pocket. I love this pocket here that matches the print bag, and there's a key leash. And as long as you don't overstuff this pocket, it's actually not a big deal. People didn't like, you know, that stuff moved around in this, but I think they were just overstuffing the bag. When I pack these up, I usually just put like some lotion, chapstick, or gum like in the little pocket here. I attach my wallet to this leash, which I have like a really thin wallet, so that makes a difference as well. And I may or may not put anything in the sunglass pocket, and that's it. And I don't have a lot of issue with stuff, you know, moving around too much. It's not too heavy. It doesn't bother me or get in my way. So I actually like that because I like being able to get to that stuff fast, whereas in the Better Bee, you have to go through kind of some more steps to get to what you want. So on the inside of the flap, they both have the picture pockets. So those are good for storing little pouches for pictures. And then on the inside, this is the big difference. On the Be All, this was kind of meant to be like a little diapering station. And then I'll go ahead and open this one on the Better Bee too, so you can see them side by side. And in the Better Bee, it's your mommy pocket. So on the Be All, they came with these little mesh shuttles, it's basically like a plasticky wet bag, which are really awesome for dirty clothes, or you can put wipes in them, dirty diaper if you like cloth diaper, I'd probably squeeze one in there. There's these elastic bands to hold like more like a hard wipes case. The softer booty pods don't work as well right there, but these were kind of made before all that. There's a little pocket here, you can put like diaper cream and stuff in, and then this mesh pocket, it's really good for like holding diapers and things. So it works pretty well, but I honestly prefer using like a Quick or something in the middle, which I think a lot of people do, and between that and the dislike of the flap, they revamped this. So this one doesn't have gussets. The Better Bee does. I think the gussets are useless because it still flops open, as you can see, pretty much the exact same amount. And these are really thin, and they just end up getting caught in the zipper and being annoying more than anything, in my opinion. There's this mesh pocket in front here, which I think is useless for a mommy pocket because stuff just slides all around. If you have diapers or something, they stay a little more stationary. There's a couple pen holder things, which these are kind of nice for like a Tide-to-Go pen, regular pens, which I always like to carry. There is the key leash. This pocket here I do like. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag, and it goes most of the width. And then there's a sunglass pocket. And that's pretty much it. I really, really dislike the layout of the mommy pocket in the Better Bee. I actually prefer the mommy pocket that everyone hates in the Be All, but that's just me. Let's go ahead and zip these up. And then the inside of these bags are identical, with one little difference that I'll go over with in a second. So it's going to be hard for me to really show you these at the same time, but they have two mesh pockets in the back, a bottle pocket on either side, or I call them bottle pockets, they're like thin mesh pockets. There's a mesh pocket in the front with a zipper pocket that goes most of the way down in the bag, and same here, mesh pocket and the little zipper pocket. So the inside's the same, organizes the same, it's going to hold the same amount of stuff. It's really the outside features that are different. However, on the very old Be Alls, like this one I have in the Lush, everything is the same as the one in Sea Glass, with the exception of the back. Instead of being two mesh pockets, there are three. And I actually hate this. They're not really, and I think everyone else did too, they're not really wide enough to get anything in. I mean, you can kind of fit bottles in them, but they're pretty narrow at the top, and you can really only fit like one bottle in them. Actually, I'll show you. This is like a 5-ounce Nadella bottle. It'll go in there, but there's still some space, but you couldn't really fit another bottle in there. They're just really awkward pockets. These bottle pockets over here, or what I call bottle pockets, are a little better because I'll show you. There's a bottle in there, and I could fit like a bottle of water if I really wanted. So they're more versatile. You don't have to just use them for something small and narrow. So as much as I love my Lush bag, this is the one complaint I had is on the older alls. But the ones that came out a little bit later in the newer prints, they have the double pockets like the Better Bee, and I much prefer that. Especially if you don't like packing with pouches and things, and you just want to use the internal structure of the bag. The 2 pockets are wide enough for, you know, most diapers, wipes, cases, things like that. So it's a lot more useful than the old Be All style. So I hope that was helpful for you to know kind of the differences in the bags, especially since you can still get a hold of Be Alls that are new. The style is discontinued, they're not making new ones, but you can still get brand new Be Alls out there, usually for good deals. Which is great if the style is going to work for you. If you're like me and you're weird and you don't mind some of the features that most people hate, I'd say jump on those deals. Whereas the Better Bee, you can find some deals on Better Bees, but generally they tend to be more expensive. They usually retail for around $120. It just kind of depends on the line of the print. So those are the options that you have. You have a couple different options with the Messenger style since they still do have some Be Alls around. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and thank you so much for watching.